Nah, mate.
In a world where chaos rules, one thing will save us all.
It's Pokemon cards, ladies and gentlemen. I just thought we'd have a quick look at some interesting stories that are coming out. You might have heard about the scalping craze that's going on. A lot of people, especially because of Costco. Costco are the ones we got to watch out for. They're bringing pallets of goods into the marketplace. And it's not kids that are going wild. It's adults, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. Now, because of the craze, Target has said that you can only take 2 items of Pokemon goods per household. That's instead of the pallets. I just thought this was pretty crazy to make world news. It's come on the back of people just going insane for Pokemon cards. And look here at the rioting in the stores. They're pushing each other out of the way, they got to catch them all. I know everyone's used that joke a million times, but it's total insanity. Am I missing out here? Like everyone's focused on the stock market. Maybe I should be stockpiling Pokemon cards or something. I feel like they're buying them not for the game themselves, but to make some form of investment. They're like the sneakerheads of the trading card game realm. But it's got even more sinister lately. I had a few people message me about this. Criminals are now breaking into trading card stores in Australia as well. This is an international phenomenon now, where master criminals are breaking into card stores to ransack the place, to the point where trading card owners, store owners, are scared to go back to work. And where does this end? What are we going to do with the Pokemon world when people in ski masks are breaking down doors and they're filling up their rubbish bins? This website shows a few clips here of people literally bringing in wheelie bins, breaking into stores, smashing them down, and then just loading in the merchandise into these bins and then putting them in their cars and taking off, leaving the store owners flabbergasted. And I just thought we'd have a look at this quick clip here from 9 News in Australia.
Pokemon cards worth tens of thousands of dollars have been stolen during a string of attacks on collectible stores around Melbourne.
Here they refer to them as master criminals.
The offenders who used crowbars and wheelie bins to pull off their crime.
And wheelie bins.
Stephanie
That's so
Anderson
ridiculous.
has more.
The aim of the game is to catch them all.
Look at these guys.
But now these
catch them all. They use the
Pokemon
same
pinching
joke.
crooks are the ones caught
They're
on
just throwing
camera.
that noise. They're just throwing all this stuff into the bins.
These were like seasoned career criminals. They had a wheelie bin.
Career criminals. When you think of career criminals, do you really think of someone, throwing out a Charizard? Got to get that flame on attack or something like that. I just thought this was quite an interesting story.
In Thomastown on Monday, Moonee Ponds on Wednesday,
Look at
and
them go.
Ummering Friday morning, the thieves busted into locked stores.
Wow, they're really smashing down
brought their
security
own
doors.
bin to
That
fill
wheelie
with
bin
collectibles.
footage
They
gets
switched
me.
the
I know it's
lights
terrible.
on and ignored loud sirens. Focused only on clearing the shelves and loading getaway cars.
They're just animals. I don't think
They're
they
just
really seem
animals.
to understand that this is small businesses.
All up,
Oh,
each
man, this
store
poor
has
guy.
lost thousands of dollars in stock and copped a significant damage bill. But for Jason Z, the worst part is that these thieves pounced just after he'd locked up.
Oh,
That's
man.
what really scares me, that these people are stalking me. They've figured out my routine, and they're breaking in specifically when I'm leaving.
The most expensive of the stolen cars.
So this poor store owner, he's being stalked. And he's scared to leave his store or come back to the store. I've heard even like stories where someone was checking their camera, like waking up in a cold sweat, looking at their camera records to see if anyone's broken into their store just to get some Pokemon cards. Am I missing out here, guys? Really, I need someone to tell me. I've never really got hugely into Pokemon. Something I want to do, but now I'm a little bit scared. I just thought this was a really interesting story to take a look at and kind of work out what's going on in the world, really. Because to me, it's a sign of a bigger problem in society when not only is the stock market going crazy, but now people are breaking in to stores, stealing trading cards for their own benefit. Just let that sink in for a moment. These are we probably have fond memories of collecting these cards when we were kids, trading them and playing the game. I doubt anyone really played the game, but they probably did. And there's even a frightening quote here where it's becoming very, very brazen right now, to the point where stores are feeling hopeless, said Mr. Street. Everyone's waking up in the morning thinking, is today going to be the day, or my day? It's probably not the best time to be investing in Pokemon cards, my friends. There's even a quote here where it's creating a lot of paranoia and a lot of stress within the industry. And someone says, we've actually had a store just this week where they're no longer going to sell Pokemon cards at all, just due to the security risk around what's happening in stores at night. And also because they're getting aggressive customers wanting to buy product. So people are coming in not only stealing the damn cards, but they're actually threatening owners like, my kid here was first. So this isn't even scalping, this is just outright criminality, like what is the world coming up with? Where do we go from here, ladies and gentlemen? I just thought this was a really interesting story around video games and trading cards in particular. I think we all probably can blame Logan Paul for running around with the Charizard on his chest or something. Anyway, that's all I'm going to say today, my friends. Let me know in the comments below if you collect Pokemon cards, if you've got Pokemon cards, if I should get into Pokemon cards, or if I should just steer clear of this whole mess and let the authorities sort it out when the world seems to come back to normal. Anyway, that's it for today, my friends. Catch you soon. Stay safe out there. Crikeys. Maybe you don't have to catch them all, or just collect them and have fun. Stay safe out there, kids. See you. Bye.